is rather thrilling.
Really now. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive.
Fancy a gander? Well met. Much obliged.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case. It's just another day. Same as the one before.
Stepped it in. First, assess the view.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your vocation, comes. See me anytime. Always a pleasure.
Aim is key, Master. Firing blindly will tire you out sooner than our enemies.
True enough. Though 'tis our duty to aid the arisen.
Fancy a gander? I find good. For sale. Always a pleasure.
Hail! You a soldier? Tobias, we've had to start sending out new recruits.
Is that so?
Lachlan,
Aye, I expect he will.
Ocado. To be honest,
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? That can't happen.
this is the first I'm hearing of it. Fire! Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? You've my thanks. And a card.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our... Count. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I cannot strike down here, you feathered things! Who are you? You come to aid me.
One might
Is that all of them? Yeah. You have my thanks. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought you saved me this time. But I won't always be so well, I'd best be heading back. But I'll be
Should we report back now?
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding us.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive.
It was a bit too early for him to be seen actually. We'll be extending his training period.
Speaking of training regime,
It's a goodly deed we've done. Now Sir Ricardo can return to his duty in good health.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
We ought to put it to good use.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they
Arisen! Are you alright? We have found the material.
different combinations of materials result in different creations. This has no bearing on our current conversation, but might I say, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
the state of the village! 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon...
Pitiable arisen.
I've a selection of wares that should to please. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. You hung on and by some miracle survived. I'm sorry to hear that, though I cannot say I am surprised. Your burns could easily have killed you outright. A great many were bathed in the dragon's flames that day. All perished, save you. You must be special, indeed. How else could you have survived to return here?
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open... Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are... Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Do you think this one's really arisen?
One can see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savour the scene.
I quite agree.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful... Oh, no, I'm not lost or not. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little... So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village... But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for that. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. What? You do that? Suppose there's no harm in that. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I...
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply...
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit.
Roborant, are we? Hey?
Always a pleasure.
Well met. You're the one who saved. She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider... Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you... Well now, that won't do. You need only... Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well, there is no... But I shan't take up any more of your...
Moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
They do say good things.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
So this is where you've been.
A simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
Ah, you've returned. First and foremost, will you... My thanks. Are you ready to depart? Good. Then let us be on our...
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
My bed.
Hail. As you can see, we're What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. Here's what I need from you. A bask of... I'd like to... I've prepared some explosive cart.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
I suppose 'tis so.
It is quiet about it.
Well, to finish the job, I'd have you drop it. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they... But pray, take care. You must make sure your aim is true. Good. You'll find the jars of...
A single jar of poison. And ought to send those Saurians packing. Only do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master.
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
And I must say, you've a fine... Watching you got me thinking. Or perhaps, in any event, thanks to the work you've done.
Our task is complete. Outstanding.
We have achieved our objective.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
There's a ladder here.
After you are...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit rubberant for me? Oh, well, if you did...
Ah, well...
Met. Always a pleasure.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit rubberant for me? Oh, well, if you do...
If you want my advice.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some... Oh, well, if you do pick...
Ah, well...
Met. Always a pleasure.
We ought not tarry, but deliver what we have...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit rubberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks... I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure...
to do. You really ought to have returned one. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it.
As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
You must not let down our guard.
Yes! Keep pushing!
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all. Our king sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with. There's total on a one. Regardless, do well not to invite my
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each...
Might we remove this hindrance somehow?
Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Shall I assist?
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, if the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. All's been arranged.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Or
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
That's it. I've had enough.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on. With
a new day, a new perspective.
is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that wind go to waste.
cost arisen. You have been doused in oil.
I cannot fault you, prowess.
You might join the fight yourself.
Well said. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. An astounding discovery. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! Might await us on the road ahead.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
So pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
What's this? We're trapped! Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
The Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard. Be wary. 'Tis a foe we've not yet encountered.
Strike hard enough! Might not have to do this twice.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
By your leave.
Ill afford to rush headlong into battle. Let us watch our...
I've managed to grab hold.
Not a bad idea.
This time we made for the capital. To inform the people of Vernon.
You have my gratitude, sir. I had taken you for another false arisen. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted you're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to... Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome.
An ox cart ought to make our journey.
That ladder looks proper.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart.
I'm not quite as nimble as I'd like to be, but I suppose that's what I get for carrying so many things.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
The path to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Well, well. I'm surprised.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly accept. I shan't let you I'll soon be vanquished. So close a call offers no solace. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint. The most priority is to douse those flames.
I cannot assist you at present.
Goblins! What rotten luck!
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment.
Seems we drove them off. You've my Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us? All right. Into the ox cart.
Have a gander at my wares. You shot? Not regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
I do.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Your anger is well justified, and I shan't deny you it. However, I am obliged to make you aware of your situation. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you...
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
How might I like